Jake's in trouble with the law for driving under the influence. The court sentences him to 18 months in a DUI court-ordered diversion program. Jake will call the office to register for the court-ordered diversion program. He will bring his paperwork, driver's license, and program fees. Jake will register at the court-ordered diversion program tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Jake goes to the court-ordered diversion program to register. The administrative staff is waiting so they can conduct the interview. The counselor, who we'll call Caroline, conducts Jake's initial interview. She'll use this information to select the proper classes for him. After the interview, Jake pays his initial program fees, and the administrator writes out a receipt. She enters his information into their internal forms, by hand and spreadsheets for tracking. Sometimes, the administrator has to send additional documentation to third parties such as the courts, parole officers, and lawyers. After the diversion program finishes registering Jake, they have 10 more appointments that day, each taking a similar amount of time to process. When Jake shows up to class, he signs himself in with a pen and paper, which can be easily forged. Because of Jake's offense, weekly progress reports are required. Caroline is observing him behaving nicely and sleeping. Jake also has an alcohol abuse problem and is required to attend AA meetings. Caroline gives him some options on classes to attend, but there's no way to accurately verify he's attending. Caroline has to write her reports for the county and the probation officer. Jake has been a pretty good student. However, he gets into an argument with Caroline. As a result, he's terminated from the diversion program. The administrative staff has to send Jake's progress and termination reports. She also has to discuss Jake's termination with the probation officer. 3 years later, Jake gets in trouble again. They need Jake's termination report. The administrative staff is frantically searching for the report. The judge and Jake are waiting a while for this report. They finally found it buried in the file cabinet. Rita is in trouble with the law for driving under the influence. She is sentenced to 18 months in a DUI court-ordered diversion program. Rita will call the court-ordered diversion program to register. The administrator informs Rita she can fill out registration forms and submit her documents online before she comes to the office to expedite her visit. Rita will register at the court-ordered diversion program tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Before she comes to the office, Rita will register online and fill out required questionnaires. She will also scan documents such as her court case paperwork and driver's license, which will all upload to her file on the application called the Court-Ordered Program Supervisor. COPS is a Title IX compliant software application for government and state diversion programs. This program uses standard sets of forms that can be customized to your company's needs. The program is designed to help you manage your clients from enrollment to completion and everything in between. You'll be able to collect data within COPS, such as client information and related documents, and business reports, class scheduling, payment tracking, and more. You can also view a report of students enrolled in your program. When Rita arrives at the court-ordered diversion program, she'll be able to go straight to the interview with Caroline since she registered online prior to her visit. When Rita pays her fees, the administrator can enter the payment into COPS, activate her enrollment into the diversion program, and set up her schedule. The administrator will print out her receipt and class schedule. As soon as the enrollment process is complete, instead of filling out reports, entering in Rita's information, and leaving a line of people waiting, the administrative staff can serve additional clients that come into the office. All information entered into diversion program COPS software is stored in a database. COPS can also bring in data from other databases to centralize information and save the administrative staff hours of data entry per client. It also allows Caroline to monitor her locations more closely without physically being there. Caroline is excited to have an accurate and time-efficient tool. When Rita shows up for class, she can digitally sign herself in. When Rita pays another installment of her program fees, Caroline can also print out a payment receipt and a statement of the fees Rita still owes. During Rita's sessions, Caroline can track her progress by inserting canned comments that's automatically added to reports relating to Rita's program. From there, Caroline can edit the comments depending on Rita's progress. Rita can also pay for her fees and reschedule classes online. Caroline receives Rita's rescheduling notice and applies the proper fees to her account. As soon as Rita finishes the court order diversion program, Caroline can send the certificate of completion automatically. She can also generate all required legal forms and attach them to Rita's file. Several months later, the courts request Rita's progress reports due to a second offense. Caroline goes on to COPS and does a quick search for Rita's documents. Caroline finds the reports on Rita within minutes and sends them to the courts right away. To summarize how COPS can help you, COPS will help you stay compliant with the United States Attorney's Manual Title IX requirements. Your employees can work more efficiently entering paperwork in a digital format. This saves them hours of data entry. You can keep track of your client's entire program progress, from enrollment to the exit interview. All associated forms will be generated and automatically attached to the client's file. You can schedule, report, and archive your program's activities under one application. Store and manage your program documents in a single database. With our advanced form system, you can create custom forms and have them autofill with client or business data. Create a schedule for your program sessions by including the time of day, day of week, maximum participants, and number of total classes. Track paid and past due program fees. Employees can generate and submit client reports to third-party partners quickly within COPS.